Welcome back. You are still watching Good Morning Namibia. Now, Namibia's public procurement plays a vital role in Namibia's development, ensuring transparency, efficiency and accountability in how state resources are being used. Now, the current law governing public procurement in Namibia is the Public Procurement Act 15 of 2015, which replaced the previous Tender Board of Namibia Act. Significant amendments were introduced through the Public Procurement Act 3 of 2022, with some sections coming into force as recently as April 2024. Now, in March 2025, earlier this year, further amendments were proposed to enhance dispute resolution and promote efficiency. Joining us telephonically with more on the status quo of the Act is Deputy Executive Director from the Procurement Policy Unit, Mr. Phineas Nsundano. Good morning, sir, and welcome to the show.
Good morning, GMN, and thank you for having me on the Good Morning Namibia, and good morning to all your viewers and listeners.
Well, to get right into it, sir, we understand the Ministry of Finance is reviewing the current Public Procurement Act. Can you walk us through the steps that are involved in this review process?
Thank you very much. It is indeed correct that the Ministry of Finance, being the custodian of the Public Procurement Act number 15 of 2015, is currently reviewing the Public Procurement Act. What brought or what necessitated this is the two factors which I will speak to, but all in all, they are aimed at bringing efficient and effective in the Public Procurement Act. As you all remember, and that on the 27th of November 2024, we had election in terms of the presidential election. So all the parties that were involved in the election crafted the manifesto. And under those manifesto, they promised what to be done in terms of the governing of the country. SWAPO Party, as the governing party that won the election, in its manifesto had the implementation plan of the Public Procurement Act, how it will operate. However, that also has been translated into the NDP 6, which also speaks to the review of the public procurement in order to fast track or to bring efficient and effectiveness in the public procurement. So having that been the status and the direction in which the country needs to move, the Ministry of Finance, under which the public procurement falls and under which the policy review is being done, or where it's mandated to, has embarked on this special or on this program in terms of reviewing the Public Procurement Act. Under that, the ministry has formed an interministerial technical committee which comprises of various stakeholders who are knowledgeable and expert in public procurement. You will find in this committee the Office of the Attorney General, the Ministry of Justice and Labor Relations, and the legal or the procurement experts from key public entities such as NAMPOT, NAMCO, NAMFISA, and the Central Procurement Board. This committee has so far embarked on public consultation. They have been into the regions. They have done so until the 3rd of October 2025, that is last Friday, to which they have consulted all the stakeholders and make sure that the public consultation has all the necessary input that is necessary for purposes of reviewing the Act. So this is the process that is ongoing. Having done the public consultation, it is now the mandate of the committee to review the input from all the stakeholders and incorporate them into a draft public procurement bill that will then be presented to the leadership of the Ministry of Finance. And that is the steps so far that we have undertaken in terms of the review of the Public Procurement Act. Thank you very much.
You touched a little bit on the public consultations being complete. What is the expected timeline of completion for the entire review process?
Thank you very much. We are looking to have the entire review process to the end of October. This end of October includes the tabling of the bill in Parliament, and also to ensure that the bill is passed as soon as possible within this financial year. Thank you very much.
And what are some of the key areas, or rather issues, that are looking to be addressed through this review process?
Thank you very much. The Public Procurement Act currently have what is called the procurement methods. And those are the methods that are used by public entities in order for them to procure or bring services to the citizenry. However, we have realized that in doing so, there's a need to amend the threshold provision so that we include some of the aspects that the bidders and as well as the citizenry has been aiming at. One of them is the issue of procurement of goods and services from the community, that is community-based procurement. The importance of this is the fact that certain goods and services that needs to be procured from the community lack the necessary, or the community lack the necessary mandatory documents that are required in terms of the current law. We have now looked at that in order to ensure that we have a provision that talks to community-based procurement, such as the procurement of traditional made goods from the carpenters and also the youth and the women in rural areas. This will ensure their participation in public procurement and also to remove those impediments such as mandatory documents that are required, since they do not really have the mandatory document that they will need. One aspect that we would look at, and which is also of vital importance, is the issue surrounding the efficient decision making in terms of the challenges to the process of procurement. Therefore, we have looked at the current provisions and introduced the establishment of the Public Procurement Court. That court will sit, and it will be a division within the High Court of Namibia. However, the efficiency and effectiveness which will be brought by the establishment of that court is the fact that the decisions regarding procurement will have timelines such as the procurement or the challenge of procurement for pharmaceutical and essential goods will be expected from that court to be made within 14 days. What necessitated this, or what informs this, is the fact that currently we have procurement of essential goods such as foodstuff for hostels within the Ministry of Education that are pending legal challenges.
Mr. Nsundano,
thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that very, very deep and insightful response. But before I let you go, I just want to understand, how will these amendments affect businesses, contractors, and other stakeholders that are actively working with government? Could you perhaps let us know how that will play out in short?
Yes, that in itself will bring the efficiency in the public procurement system, to instill integrity in the public procurement, and also so that the bidders themselves would be in a better position to participate and provide services to the public.
Thank you so much for that, sir. And finally, once the review is complete, what is the impact that we can expect in terms of public procurement on the country at large?
Thank you very much. Once the review is complete, I think one of the areas is that it will streamline procurement process. It will reduce the delays and bureaucratic hurdles that we have historically in terms of providing services to the citizenry. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your time this morning, Mr. Nsundano, and for revealing more and helping us unpack the current review of the Public Procurement Act.